Hey family. Woo, y'all, I tried to do an intro earlier today to show y'all like what. Charlie, you're gonna eat now?
Yes, me and Harper, I feel like we have empty stomachs.
You sure? Cause you're about to run. It's 4 o'clock. Maybe get a cookie. Just get a cookie. A little boost of sugar. So anyway, I tried to do this intro earlier just to kind of fill y'all in. Welcome back, y'all, to another weekly vlog. We're gonna try it. But essentially, today is Monday. We are at Harper's track meet, and Charlie was offered or invited, or they have like a elementary meet that runs right before the middle school and high school meet. So Charlie is gonna run in that because at her last meet she did 7:57, I think, in a mile, and she got 5th place out of all the 5th grade girls, 3rd place on her team, and 12th place out of all the girls that ran. So that was 3rd through 5th grade, y'all, which is amazing and awesome. So this is like a fun run, not, you know, no real stress, but a way to get her still trying to beat her time and getting better and better every single time. So that's what we're doing today. They had swim practice earlier. We did school earlier because it is after Labor Day, so we are officially back in school, y'all. Lonnie is in Memphis, so it has been crazy. I'll have to fill y'all in on like all the things because it's been insane. So that is what we're doing. I'm starving. I did not buy myself lunch. I got the kids lunch and totally forgot about myself. Did not count myself into that mix. So I may leave and go grab me a quick sandwich. No, I don't know if I want that, Charlie.
To hold you off.
Yeah, I gotta think about it. So yeah, that is what we're doing right now. Come on, Harper, this is the last lap.
Go, Harper!
Give it all you got right now.
You got it.
Whew, y'all, I am so tired. I am sitting in my car trying to motivate myself to get out. The girls have swim practice today, and so that is what we're doing today. So I'm sitting in my car trying to decide if I'm gonna go sit up there. Usually I go sit and watch because I just like to have eyes on them at all the kids' practices. I haven't quite got comfortable enough to like drop them off at practices and come back. So I like to know what's going on and be present. And so I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna sit in my car today. I'm really sleepy. A nap in the car sounds amazing right now. But I'm sitting here just trying to motivate myself. I actually have a little bit of work that I need to do. So I may have already said this in a vlog, but our manager at our Tennessee location put in her 2 weeks, and so she's officially gone. Lonnie is in Memphis, and so of course he has been calling me needing all kind of help and support, and so I've been trying to support him as much as possible while still trying to like have boundaries, you know what I'm saying? So we've officially started school back, so I'm back in a routine and schedule with the kids. It's been so long, y'all, since we've had like an official like structured schedule with school. Like, it's been so long, and so it's been really nice having them on a structured routine. So, and I hope to sit down eventually and do like what we're doing for school. I know it's late, but for those of you who care or are just now getting into the homeschooling game and like, oh, let me see what's going on, that video will be out in the universe. But essentially what we do is the kids get up at 8, or they have to be up by 8. So they have to be up, dressed, morning routine done by 8 a.m. And so their morning routine consists of making their bed, brushing their teeth, washing their face, getting dressed, and then any type of extra responsibilities they have, having those done. And then downstairs by 8 a.m. and then they get electronic time from 8 to 10. So I kind of consider that computer lab, technology class, whatever. So usually they play Roblox from 8 to 10. Sometimes they'll do other things like Minecraft, and sometimes they'll do Xbox, but they get computer time from 8 to 10. And then we have breakfast from 10 to 11. Unless I've gotten breakfast done early, then we'll do it, you know, before then. But typically we have breakfast from 10 to 11. And during breakfast time, I am reading Life of Fred. I've done Life of Fred before with my other kids, but since 11 has started school with us, I find it much easier to just read Life of Fred. It's for him, but we're all together at the table as a family. The kids enjoy it. They've heard it. They find it funny. Some of them have forgotten it, forgotten because it's been so long. And I didn't do Life of Fred with all of the kids. So some of them, it's their first time hearing Life of Fred. So I do Life of Fred while they're eating breakfast, and then we start school from 11 to 2, and that's like our official like reading, math, science, history time block. So 11 to 2, that's our 4 hours. And then we have lunch from 2 to 3, and then they get back on electronics again from 3 to 4. And then after 4 o'clock it's go time, because everybody has some type of activity, something going on literally every day of the week except for Friday. So we are go from 4 until 8:30. And then of course, we come home, dinner, that kind of thing. So that is our current school schedule. We are still doing the rolling schedule. So whatever we don't get done between that 11 and 2, that's where we start, the next day. If we didn't get history done, then the next day we'll start on history and roll that way. So we're still doing that, and I'll leave a link to that schedule and how that looks for those of you who are interested in the block scheduling and the rolling schedule situation. So that is what we are doing, and I am tired because the kids are up at 8. I try to get up between 5:30 and 6:30 so that I can have just a few minutes to myself to be able to do my morning pages, to be able to meditate, get dressed, my morning kind of routine, which I've changed up a lot since having the baby. Just trying to take care of myself mentally and emotionally. And so I have been exhausted because the kids don't get in bed until 9:30 on some nights, like Tuesday nights. They don't get in bed until 9:30, and I have to do morning bed with them, morning, routine with them, especially Trice and 11. And so usually I'm putting them to bed for 30 minutes. So from 9:30 to 10 o'clock, then I'll sit with the girls sometimes if they haven't fell asleep. So I'm not in the bed until 11, and it takes me like an hour to just wind down because I need my night routine. So 11, I'm in the bed. I'm not falling asleep until midnight, and then back up, between 5:30 and 6. So I'm talking 5, maybe 6 hours of sleep that I am going off of, and I am exhausted. I am feeling it. I actually slept in today. I didn't get up until 7:30. So that was nice. And having that 8 to 10 electronic time for them, I usually use that as my planning time for school. But today I just used that as my morning time. So I was able to do my morning routine, since I didn't get up till 7:30, between that 7:30 and 9:30 time. And then we just had a quick breakfast, which was grits. So it worked out. And so I'm really enjoying having this electronic time from 8 to 10. Like, I'm really enjoying that being our screen time situation. But yeah, that is what is going on today. I wanted to get on and just do an introduction for today, maybe even for this whole week's vlog, if I haven't done one, because today I am going to take myself on The Artist's Way's date. So I'm reading that book, The Artist's Way, by Julia Campbell, I believe is the where in the world this is from. I'll leave a link to the book down below. But I am loving this book, loving the morning pages. And today is my first day for doing the artist date. And I have been racking my brain on what I was going to do for my artist date, and I still do not know what I want to do. So I'm trying to like look over like some ideas. I don't know. It says something that interests me, and I'm having such a hard time. Like, I don't know, like I feel like I need some ideas. I don't know. I have no idea what I want to do. But anyway, I wanted to get on here because I hope to take you guys along for part of the date, just to show you what I'm doing and maybe talk about the book. I don't know, but yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on today. But right now I'm sitting in the car trying to find some of those. Their swim practice is an hour and a half long, so I might sit here in the car for 30 minutes just to like have a minute, and then go up there and punch away on my computer for the last hour and try to get some work done for Lonnie that he's requested. So yeah, that might be what I do. We'll see.
What's that?
Today is my artist date. I am going to get this done today. We are doing it. And I am going to the antique store, and I'm going to go to a little coffee shop, I think, if it's open. And then I may grab me something to eat. If the little coffee shop is not open, I think I'm gonna get me something to eat. But I want to go somewhere, so I want to go to the antique shop, and then I want to go sit somewhere and just work on my computer, because I find that sitting at a little coffee shop working on my computer brings me so much joy, y'all. I get so much done and I feel so accomplished, and then I can just come home and focus on whatever it is I need to focus on at home and not feel like I'm needing to do something else. So I'm one of those people that would not have benefited from working from home. Like, I would have benefited from being in the office. And sometimes I think maybe we should get an office, and that will probably make working a lot easier, because we could leave and physically go to an office, work, come home, and then work, you know, focus 100% on the kids, because the kids do not understand, you know, if we're working but we're home, you know, even though we're in our office or in our room, they still don't understand the concept that we're working. It's like, no, I see you, you're here, you're not working. So yeah, but anyway, that is what we're doing today. I I'm going to attempt to get some more B-roll, a lot of B-roll, because I really want to focus on my B-roll, stepping up my B-roll from my videos, and I have been struggling to do it. And so my hope is that today that could be something that I kind of focus on too. For my artist date, is just focusing on recording and getting B-roll and, you know, fun stuff like that. Fall break. Okay, y'all, that was so much fun. I don't know how much actual B-roll I got of my little trip. I did take my little tiny camera. It's so weird. I try not to record in businesses. I'm always like leery about recording. This place is huge. Oh my god, it is massive. There was so much stuff, and when I first went in, I was like, this is gonna sound crazy to some of y'all, but those of you who know, you know, when I first went in, I was like, oh, are they gonna be following me around? Because this is not the kind of place that people like me, who look like me, would necessarily be. So I was like, oh, they're gonna be following me around, because they did kind of side eye me when I walked in. Not in a bad way. It was kind of like, oh, you don't see any black folks up in here. So I was like, oh, is this gonna be a bad experience? Are they gonna follow me around? But it ended up being really nice, like a really good experience. And I just spent a whole freaking hour in there, a little over an hour, almost an hour and a half, just walking around. It was so much stuff, y'all. It was so much stuff to see. Like, I wanted to buy so much stuff, and the prices ranged. Like, there was some things where I was like, oh, I would totally pay, you know, for that. They have stuff from, you know, $10 up to thousands of dollars. There was other things like I was like, I wouldn't pay that for that. But for the most part, a lot of the stuff I feel like was fairly priced. Like, what am I doing, y'all? I am trying to I don't want to do that. A lot of the stuff I was like, oh, this is really fairly priced. Like, I would buy this. They had this desk, like the old antique women's like vanity desk where you could keep your jewelry in and like get dressed and sit at. I wanted that. It was like $1,200. They had this coffee table that I really wanted, which was reasonably priced. I think it was like $120. I was like, oh my god, I want that. Then they had like baskets that were like $200. I'm like, why are these baskets $200? I would not pay $200 for a basket, but okay. But they had a coffee table. I was like, oh my gosh, I was so by this coffee table. They had a camera, like a vintage camera that had the box in the box, the original box, and it was like $50. I was like, oh, I want to buy this so bad. But I had said to myself that my artist date was going to consist of me window shopping and just going and looking and not actually buying anything. So yeah, that was really hard because I was like, oh, I want to buy this so bad. I want to buy this so bad. So they had that. I like to collect cameras and elephants. If you don't know, I collect Santas. They didn't have any like black Santas because my Santas have to be black. But I do like cameras, and I really want to get into like vintage camera collecting. So they have so many vintage cameras that I was like, oh, I gotta come back and get this. I hope it's still here. Like, I should have just bought it, because that genuinely made me happy. And then they had an elephant that I wanted to buy. They had one elephant. It was like $1,000. Y'all, all my artist dates, because I'm supposed to do artist dates every week, they all gonna consist of me going and window shopping at the antique stores. So now I'm on my way to, this is gonna be on the right, I'm on my way to get coffee, because I said I wanted to go to a coffee shop, but I'm actually starving. So I'm kind of really hungry. I did not eat lunch. I had I'm getting over, lady, that's why I'm going so slow. I had grits and eggs for breakfast, so a fairly light breakfast. But it looked like this coffee shop has pastries, so hopefully it does, and I'll just get me like a little pastry or something. And then I don't know if I'm going to get me something to eat, because I had initially said that I only wanted my artist day to be 2 hours. Here's me thinking I'm only going to spend, here's me thinking I'm only going to spend, you know, 30 to maybe 45 minutes in the coffee shop or in the antique shop, only to spend a whopping whole hour of my time, actually over an hour, because it is 4:30. And so I wasn't initially had set aside 3 to 5 for my artist date, that way I could be home to cook dinner. But yeah, I don't know, y'all, I might actually take a little bit longer, because depending on how I like this coffee shop, I might sit there for an hour. So we'll see. But that is how it's going. I genuinely enjoyed that date. That was so much fun. Like, for me, I would love to like have like $1,000 and just be able to go in there and just, I got makeup in my hair, go in there and just like shop. Like, I need somebody to give me, no, I need like 5,000. We can start small. Give me 1,000. Let's see what I'll buy, and then we'll just work our way up. One thing I've learned about myself is I love like antiques and old stuff. I bought a calculator, an old calculator from the thrift store. Oh, they had typewriters, because that's another thing that I really want, is a typewriter. So that was hard for me not to buy, because they had a typewriter. I was like, oh, I want this so bad. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to turn around, find somewhere to park. Okay, y'all, I will talk to y'all in a minute. Let me try to find somewhere to park, and then I'll show y'all the coffee shop that I decided to come to if I find it. Turns out I've been here before, to this coffee shop, several times. It's actually right across the bridge. When we walk, we'll stop and get coffee here. So I don't think, because I know exactly what the inside looks like. They have outdoor seating in the back, which is really nice. You can sit out and look at the view in the back, sit on the deck, but I don't remember them just having a huge selection of food. And I don't remember if I just want to sit here and like work on my computer for a little while. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go and get me some fast food, because I really wanted a banana split from Dairy Queen. So I'm like, do I want to just skip the coffee, find a Dairy Queen, eat, get the kids food, and then come back? I know it's weird, y'all, a Dairy Queen of all the places, but I really want a banana split. So let me see how far a Dairy Queen is from here. Let's see. I don't know, y'all. Dairy Queen is 20 minutes away. So now I'm kind of thinking, well, you're already here. It's 4:40. They close at 6. Maybe just have a coffee or a tea. Sit for 20 minutes on the back, looking at the view. And then there's an ice cream place that I could get some ice cream at. And then maybe just eat dinner with the kids. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I wish one of these cars would move so I could park on the other side of the street instead of parked over here. And I'm kind of like, oh, I gotta pay for parking. Oh, but I'm only gonna be here for an hour. Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
Right on.
So they were not serving food, which I guess that was just the Lord saying you need to eat at home and not eat out. So I just got a little London Fog, little tea latte, super hot, but let's try to taste it. It's interesting. Definitely not as good as the London Fog I had at Starbucks the other day, but it's okay. So yeah, we got a nice little view of the mountains and the bridge that me and the kids walk all the time. If I've uploaded those vlogs, y'all have probably seen this bridge a million times. So that's what I was saying, I've been here so many times before. So that's kind of why I was like, oh, I don't necessarily have to do that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna sit here and then I'm gonna leave and go get dinner. And that'll be the end of my artist date day. So thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I will check back in with y'all once I leave here. Okay, that is it, y'all, for my date. I sat at the coffee shop. They didn't have food, which I said in there, and then I really didn't get anything done on my computer, which is why I like to sit at coffee shops for a while, because by the time you get your drink, find somewhere to sit, get into the Wi-Fi, get all your stuff out, it's already time to pack up if you're only gonna be there for like an hour, 30 minutes or whatever. So I usually like to spend a good, 2 to 3 hours at a coffee shop, but because I have other obligations today, we are not gonna be doing that. So now I'm gonna go get the kids dinner. Luckily I am right here by Publix, so I don't have to go far. This is a stop on the way home. So that is what we're going to do. And I will see y'all in the next one. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I love y'all. See y'all next time. Bye.